Whew, we're in here, getting our biking session going. Told you we'd be in here early. We'd be getting the day started with activity. Found out too many times that not doing anything to start the day off leads to having to cram every single activity near the end of the day. Much harder to hit the calorie deficit that I like to hit, my activity goal, my calories burned for the day. Whew. We're knocking on the door of a new low. Started this final push at 201.8, and we got to, I think, 194.5, 190, somewhere around there. I'll put the info up. But we're less than 2 pounds away from that, and I think by tomorrow we should see a new low. Been averaging about 2 pounds a week. This is what, day 27? No. 34. Day 34? I don't know. We'll find out. Correct me if I'm wrong. Regardless, we're on the grind. You guys can hear I'm already breathing a little heavy. Right in zone 2 right now. We're 25 minutes in and 155 calories. So, gonna get this in. Gonna hit some work in the office, and then we'll get a workout in for sure. I don't know what we're gonna work out, but my buddy will be working out again, so we'll have some novice training going on, teaching him what I know. And for anybody who's new to it, hopefully it helps you out too. Trying to get him to ask more questions, but at the same time, part of me thinks he doesn't know what he doesn't know, so that makes perfect sense. But any questions he does have, hopefully we can get him on here in case you guys have the same questions. We can kind of get back and forth, or for something you don't know, maybe I can add that in, so hopefully. But yeah, he's been liking it. He's been enjoying the training. He originally trained a few years ago, just like trying to get into it. Couldn't get into it because the people he was with were too advanced. They were trying to go like into bodybuilding, so he had people pushing him like way past what he was comfortable with. So he ended up being like miserably sore, and it just wasn't a good environment for him. But I mean, he keeps coming back, so we must be doing something right. All right, I'll finish up here. Catch you guys probably throughout the day, kind of walking around, getting our steps in, and then I'll work out later. And brought the oats, so I'll dive into those just a little bit. But already got meal number 1, high protein, high fiber, very filling. Pumped to try them out. See that? Over 50 grams of protein in this baby. Decadent, super thick. Feels like I'm eating dessert, honestly. Peanut butter chocolate. Just over 500 calories. Honestly, I kind of want another coffee because I feel like it'd go perfect with this. I might get one. The benefit of prepping is having it ready to go whenever you need it. So this is grab and go. I gotta be in here. Might as well continue to make sure I'm getting in ample protein. But alright, gonna eat this. We'll get on some walking and then work out later. Hey yo, we out here getting our steps in. 6 minutes in, 737 steps. Taking a little bit more of a brisk walk again. I know I showed you guys before, but it helps get in like an extra 50 to 100 calories depending on how long you're going. And obviously a ton more distance because you're going quicker, but keeping the heart rate up and everything. Yeah, I'm at 108 right now, 109 heartbeat. Normally walking, we're talking 80 to 89, somewhere right in there. So we're definitely bringing it up a notch, burning extra calories, getting it going. Already in the 600s last time I checked for calories burned today. Already at 40 here and now. So we're looking good, we're looking good. We're doing an after work little shindig. Gonna go do some bowling. So that'll burn at least a little bit more calories. And this goes back to what I was saying with like finding activities. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter how intensive it is. The very act of being active is what helps you go throughout the day. So happy to do that. Even if it was mini golf, that'd probably be a little even less strenuous. But I mean, bowling's not the most strenuous either, but I promise you, that's gonna add an extra 100 to 200 by the time we're done. So it all stacks up. Any words?
Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun. See you then. Natalie Doodly, how we doing? So, we're in here late. We're getting after it. It's not that late, but late that the normal people who'd be in here are absolutely, they've gone home. They're getting ready to get their weekend started. They're chilling, they're happy. The work day's over, everything like that, you know what I mean? But we're in here. We gotta get it going. And honestly, it's not too bad, because, hey, we get the gym to ourselves. So, let's get after it. I'm doing chest and tries today, so we're chilling. Things are good. The best thing about having the gym to yourself is you get to set everything up the way that you like it. So I'm going to be hitting incline bench right here, straight into cable skull crushers. We're going to be supersetting. Should make things exciting. Pretty excited for that. Let's just freaking get into it, guys. I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go. I'm honestly pretty pumped up. I'm ready to freaking get after it. Forgot the freaking hat again. This is what happens when I get too busy. I just start forgetting things. It just slips my mind. And what are you gonna do? So we got the locks out. It's looking a little crazy, I'm sure. Let's get into it. Let's go. We'll see how this goes. A lot of times this isn't favorable. Having this on this shirt gets in the way. I don't know. We'll see. Whew. We're going with 70s. Usually we're hitting 65s. So hopefully we get a little bit of a PR here. I feel like we've been stuck at this for a good minute. So probably like the last 2 months maybe. But I haven't really been focusing on dumbbell specific. I've actually been kind of moving back to barbell just to like really start to push weight again. So we'll see what happens. Oh, they feel heavy. Can't let that get me down. Let's go, baby. Lightweight. Sheesh. What a great first set. Then we're just hopping right here. I'm changing this one up ever so slightly. Typically, I put this at 30 degrees. I'm putting this at 15. We're gonna put it way down. Get really, really close to simulating the typical lay down that you'd get with skull crushers normally. Oh, that was pretty gnarly. Pretty great. All right. We're changing up the mic placement. Hopefully mid-tita is about exactly where we need it. I know that last stuff was a little muffled. Apologies. All right, here's the great news, though, about today. We are at freaking 11,000 steps. Anybody who's been watching me, I used to be all about steps at the beginning, and it helped me get a long way. But we moved away from that and moved to more really active, true, I don't even want to say cardio, but like just slightly more strenuous activity. I still walk plenty, but Now there's bike mixed in, and there's this, and there's a little bit of jogging. With that being said, the other great part, we're at 1,100 calories. So after this, sheesh, man, we're going to be pushing probably 1,400, if not more, whew, which is exciting. That's huge. I only try and burn about 1,000 a day, and that's been getting me going about 2 pounds a week. So this is going to be huge. And we did have a beer while we were bowling, so hopefully this helps, add a little bit, because beers are like 100 to 200 calories. So hopefully the extra 300 to 400 we add in kind of negates that. I'm telling you guys, gotta have a little bit of enjoyment. Sneak it in there. Like, it wasn't even a good beer by any means, but it was nice to have a nice cold beer after work and everything. Hang out with people for a little bit. But all right, let's get to work. Enough blabbing. Let's go. Whew, I think that was one less rep than last time. Still, plenty hard. Maybe I really should have tried to push one more out there. That's what the next set's for. Whew. All right. Now I know we haven't quite been on our regular scheduled programming, but where I work, it's the end of the quarter and everything, so it's been a little hectic, a little crazy. Been working overtime and been absolutely swamped, so it's been taking up a lot of my life. Been trying to fit in just general activity anywhere I can just to try and hit that minimum 1,000 that's been working so well for me. So I haven't been recording as much, but promise you guys I've been trying to hit at bare minimum 800, but I've really been trying to shoot for that 1,000 as much as possible. And it's led to some late training sessions, it's led to some late night bike, but we're at it. And tomorrow, I really think we're going to be a lot closer to our regularly scheduled programming. Like, things are going to be a little more normal. So that's good. But yeah, all right, I'm a huge fan of these. These felt pretty solid. I think it's easier to set up when this is at 30 instead of 15 like it is right now. I think it's a little harder because you got to lay way back. But regardless, this keeps that time under tension just constant. You have no chance to stack up. Even when you're all the way down here, you're getting pulled back and down. So I'm an absolute freaking sucker for this. I'm going to try and toss on 5. I would toss on more, but like I said, kind of hard to set up in this. Best tip I could give is kind of tossing this up on the shoulder and helping yourself kind of get into this. Come on. Damn it. Damn. All right, on to our second round of moves. I might go 4 reps on this guy as opposed to my normal. How heavy should we go on this? Let's see if we go real heavy again. I'm trying 175. I don't think I've ever touched this weight before. So I imagine we're not going to get it for too many reps, but I just kind of want to test, see where I'm at. We'll superset this again. I'm going to superset this with assisted body weight dips. I'm just going to be touching down ever so gently to like give myself just half a second of release from that tension, and that should help me out. Getting really close to where I don't need any assistance. We're right there. Yeah, I love this because if you could see, oh, it's all the way back here. Huge stretch and super locked in, so we can really like put the weight up on this and we get a touch of stretch. It's not insane, but it's there. Like you can see how this opens it up, and like this, like can't even reach it. So I just gotta come up first and then sit down in it and push out. All right, let's go. Why superset, you ask? That's a great question. Superset to help keep the heart rate up, burn some more calories while you're still just lifting weights. Hypertrophy training in and of itself isn't super, cardio intensive, but this really helps push it an extra little bit, and you end up burning more calories this way because you're just constantly bah, 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 bah. And your rest comes between you switching between exercises. It works even better if you do something like chest and buys, where chest, you're still working some triceps, but if you're doing chest and buys, like you're going from chest and tri movement, like that compound, into something you're really not using at all. So sometimes I do that, and then you can really superset hard, hit it extremely hard, go crazy, burn your calories, lose your weight, get lean, get fit, look good, feel good, be good. Here we go. That was cool. Heavy weight, heavier than normal. Cool to test yourself every now and again. That was awesome. Bodyweight dips. These have honestly been great for not only building the strength, but really, really hitting the tris. Biggest thing I always think about here is not allowing myself to like really lean forward like this, because then I start to move into chest a lot more. And like, we can do that, but we really want to hit tris here, so it's about trying to stay a little more neutral. I know it's definitely hard to stay neutral while doing this, so I'm not going to ask you to be like perfectly up and down, that's crazy. Doable once you get there, but starting out, hey, got to do our best. Let's go. Let me widen out just a touch. Damn, we really exhausted out the trash. Oh, man, I guess I'll do some negatives. Oh, jeez. Oh, whew. Oh my gosh. Oh, frick. Yeah, you can feel it just building and building and building in the triceps. All right, obviously gonna drop the weight here just a little bit. I'll probably go down to 140 instead of that 175, just so we can rep out a little bit more, get a little more volume on the chest, keep up the growth. I've never had that great of a developed of a chest, but man, as of late, it's really been coming together. And there's a few core moves that I really enjoy, like the incline dumbbell press, 100% one of my favorites. This one I enjoy. I don't think it's cream of the crop. Cable bench, cable, they're not quite flies, cable chest press. Incline and decline, you can kind of mess with that one, put it wherever you like to achieve the angle that you want. And then flies, like pec deck, opening up the chest big time. That's actually what we're going to finish off with. Opening up the chest, huge, getting crazy freaking stretch, just opening up, feeling like you're tearing apart the chest. One of the biggest things I think that's really freaking helped put it together, as well as building up this upper chest, adding some mass up here, because before, man, I'm telling you, nothing here. I remember flexing as hard as I could, and I could feel nothing up here. Now when I flex, it feels like it almost goes to my freaking collarbone. It's all the way up here. Insane. Man, one of the most rewarding things about lifting and being in here, especially if you've never taken it serious or it's your first time, just, man, once you start understanding things, you get in here, you work hard, and like the changes your body goes through, the actual things you get to see, the things you get to feel is insane. You would have talked to me in January and like imagine me having even any semblance of abs beyond just that top little line. Nothing. Having a full tricep that like has a little bit of a horseshoe now to it. Having my tricep come all the way down and be more defined at the tip here. Having my deltoids have spacing and separation from the rest of my arm. It's so cool and so rewarding to see you change in front of you, you know? So even if you're not trying to be a bodybuilder, and I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder, I'm trying to, get an aesthetic body going, a capable body going as well. But regardless, like, it is cool, man, to like fit into smaller clothes, have more space, have to buy new clothes because nothing fits anymore. Man, it's a cool feeling. I hope you guys get to experience it. I really do. Every single one of you guys, I hope you guys get to feel what this is like. And maybe, you guys get there even quicker than me. That'd be even better. All right, let's get into it. Let's go. Damn it. Best thing about machines is you get to really push it. Like really, really push it, because you don't have a chance of dropping this on yourself. You don't have to bail on this. Like, the machine helps you. It's your spotter, you know what I mean? So don't shy away from machines. They can do plenty of great work for you. All right. Let's see how many of these we can get going. I can't believe how freaking pumped out the tries are already. It's insanity. And it's crazy because, like, starting out with those cable crushers, like, didn't burn as much as it usually does. And I think it's because we were so fresh. But, like, clearly it hit extremely hard because this is super hard. And I've done 6 to 8 before I had to start going into negatives. And I've even done, like, 2 sets prior to having to go into negatives. Right now, I don't even know if we could hit 2 or 3. But we're going to give it a shot, damn it. Let's go. There we go. Let's go. All right, we're dropping down to 130 because we're so freaking pumped out. Man, that first round we did, killer. My goodness. Holy crap. Man, wow. Frick. 2. Oh my gosh. Now, personally, if I'm really looking to get stretch on these, this is 0. So this is like right in between what you would do for rear delts flies versus pec deck. So I go 1 back, so I'm in the rear delt range, but allows me to get extra stretch going. If I'm going heavier, I'll go to that 0, maybe even a 1 if like my shoulder's bothering me or something. But I'm going for stretch here. We're gonna go pretty crazy with stretch. I'm only going 130 here. Normally I'd rep out around like 170 to 190. I like setting the chair all the way up, and then I even stand sometimes even with that, because when I come out here, I want this to be just barely above pec height. And then as I come down on here, opening back up and really stretching out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I need wrist straps. I really do. Because the grip for this, just not sufficient enough for me to really push the weight on this and really, really feel it. Otherwise, I have to just rep out so much more. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel as great, in my opinion. So, in lieu of a strap, I'm going to put this around my wrist. If you have straps, just supinate your grip. Supinate your grip, strap in, really push a ton of stimulus onto your tri. But for me right now, I don't have it. So I gotta go like this. Get this through, supinate the wrist, add a little bit more weight, and then really push it. Why? Because this hits that inner head, the bigger head. I believe it's the medial head. I could be wrong. Comment below. Let me know I'm horribly wrong. But it hits the bigger head, the one not outside here, this guy under here. And it's bigger, makes your arms bigger. You want big freaking arms to show off? Hit this, add more size to your arms. Supinated grip just hits it better. The contraction I get with this move, insane. I feel it so much, it freaking feels like it's balling up. Amazing. All right, let's go. Man, this has been such a good workout. It feels good to be in here. It's not like we've been skipping it or anything, but I don't know, man. It feels good. It feels very, very good. All right, let's go. Dang, wait till you guys hear about the calories. My goodness. Let's go. Killing it on time, too. Let me turn over here. Maybe you guys can get a little bit of a different view here. See if we could see any of this going on here. What I'm going to try on this next one is grabbing through on this, and maybe that'll help, like that or something. We'll mess with it a little bit, because yeah, I just don't have enough grip when I'm just going like this, because it's really hard. Like, I guess I could, maybe I should do that. No, that feels weird. And then essentially you're almost just grabbing with the thumb when you do that. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's finish this off strong. Really get the chest nice and absolutely donezo. Feeling very freaking good, guys. What a way to end the day. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Let's see what we can figure out here. So, hand through. All right, let's try it. I don't know. There we go. Not bad, but not great either. I just really need straps. I just need to do it. I've been saying it for months. Never get around to it. All right. Let's see if we can see some activation here. I can see myself in the mirror too. Hopefully we get something out of this. Ah, man, I just don't like this. It does not feel great. You guys see that though? Ah, man. Hold on. I'm gonna just go back to it. Old Faithful here. Or maybe something like that. We got close. We got close. All right. Let's see where we're at. Right prior to some weigh-ins. Hopefully we're looking good. Coming up on the 5 week mark. Holy crap, let's fucking go. God, I hope you guys can see this. Man. I almost want to invest in a camera to like actually get this to show. Oh, there we go. See the striations in the delt or no? Hopefully you can. Frick, that looks insane. Let's freaking go. Oh, let's go. All right, guys. That's it for me. I'm gonna call it a day there. Grab some din-din. Probably hit the hay. This has been a very long week. Just busy. And it's already past 9. Oh, check in. You guys are right. How could I forget? 58 minutes. That's including that little bit we just did right there. 398 calories, 400 calories, 60 minutes, a little bit less. Amazing. Let me clear this really quick. See what we're at for the day. On the day, 1479. We're gonna be walking around for a little bit. We're gonna be at the house chilling with the puppies, everything like that. We have a chance to almost be knocking on 1600 today. That's insane. 600 extra calories today. Man, what a frick. It was a busy day, but I don't even know how I got so many steps in. We're almost at 12,000 steps. What an amazing day. We're gonna try and get after it tomorrow again. I don't know what we'll hit. Maybe we'll hit legs. Hammies are feeling a little sore, so we might end up hitting upper body. Just hitting the back and buys, and then I'll try and get in some activity. I'm gonna try and hit the driving range and actually hit some balls because it's been a minute. And then we got to do some chores and things like that. But hey, we'll get after it. Get some activity in. Maybe we'll do a jog or something to make sure the legs are getting loosened up nicely. I don't know. We're gonna try and seriously get back to it tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm excited to weigh in, guys. Let's see what we got going. Look better, feel better, be better. Catch you tomorrow.